In the bustling heart of New York City, where skyscrapers pierce the sky like jagged teeth, Alex Thompson gripped his 5-year-old daughter's hand tighter as they navigated the crowded subway stairs. Little Mia's backpack bounced with each step, filled with crayons and dreams of ice cream after daycare. But in that split second, everything shattered. A woman's heel caught on the edge, her body pitching forward into the void, arms flailing like a bird shot mid-flight. Alex lunged without thinking, his free arm shooting out to snag her waist, yanking her back from what could have been a fatal tumble down the concrete abyss. Her scream echoed, but it was the gasp from the crowd that froze time. She was inches from death, and he was her unlikely savior. Heart pounding, Alex steadied her on the platform, Mia's wide eyes staring up in confusion.
"Are you okay, lady?"
the little girl asked, her voice a tiny beacon in the chaos. The woman, disheveled but stunning with sharp green eyes and auburn hair tumbling from a loose bun, clutched her designer bag like a lifeline.
I think so,"
she stammered, her voice laced with a tremor that betrayed more than just the near miss. She straightened her tailored suit, brushing off invisible dust, and met Alex's gaze. "Thank you. You just saved my life." He shrugged it off, the single dad in him used to quick reflexes from chasing a toddler. "No big deal. Happens to the best of us. I'm Alex, this is Mia." She introduced herself as Emily. No last name, just a warm smile that hid the whirlwind inside her. As the train roared in, she insisted on buying them coffee as thanks, and before he knew it, they were squeezed into a corner cafe near Times Square. Mia happily munching on a cookie while Emily laughed at the girl's stories of imaginary friends. Emily Harper wasn't just any woman. She was the CEO of Harper Tech, a billion-dollar empire revolutionizing AI software. Her days were a blur of boardrooms and billion-dollar deals, her nights echoing in a penthouse overlooking Central Park. But that morning, racing to a merger meeting, her mind had been elsewhere, a leaked email exposing a corporate espionage plot against her company. Paranoia had made her clumsy, and now, here she was, sipping latte with a stranger who had no idea she commanded armies of executives. Alex, with his calloused hands from his construction job and the faint scar on his cheek from a playground accident with Mia, seemed worlds away from her glass tower life. Yet his easy laugh and the way he doted on his daughter stirred something in her, a longing for simplicity she'd buried under ambition. As weeks turned into stolen moments, their connection deepened like a secret unfolding. Alex texted her first, a casual check-in. "Hope those stairs aren't plotting revenge." She replied with an emoji, but inside her world was crumbling. The espionage had escalated. Hackers had breached her servers, threatening to expose sensitive data that could tank her stock. She confided in no one, but with Alex, words slipped out in fragments during late-night walks in Brooklyn Bridge Park. "Work's been intense," she'd say, and he'd nod, sharing his own burdens, the ache of raising Mia alone after his wife's sudden death in a car crash 2 years ago. "It's like carrying the weight of 2 lives," he admitted one evening as Mia skipped ahead, chasing fireflies. The shock came on a rainy Tuesday. Emily had invited them to her apartment for dinner, downplaying it as a modest place uptown. But when the elevator dinged at the penthouse level, Alex's jaw dropped. Floor-to-ceiling windows revealed the city sprawled below like a glittering carpet. Mia squealed at the indoor pool, but Alex froze, piecing it together. Magazines on the coffee table bore her face. "Emily Harper, Tech's Iron Lady." "You're the CEO?" he whispered, betrayal flickering in his eyes. She nodded, tears welling. "I didn't want it to change things. With you I felt normal." He stormed out, Mia in tow, the rain masking his confusion. How could he, a blue-collar guy scraping by on overtime, fit into her world? That night, as Mia asked why the nice lady lived in a castle, Alex's phone buzzed, a frantic message from Emily. "They're after me! Help!" Suspense gripped him. Who was they? He raced back, pounding on her door. Inside, she was a wreck, laptop open to threatening emails. "We know your secrets. Step down, or we release everything." It wasn't just business. It was personal. Her ex-partner, a bitter rival, had orchestrated the hack, aiming to ruin her. Alex, no stranger to loss, rolled up his sleeves. "We're in this together," he declared, his voice steady despite the storm. They hunkered down, Mia asleep on the couch as he helped her trace the digital trail using her secure line. But the real twist hit at midnight, a knock at the door. Emily's security detail burst in, guns drawn, mistaking Alex for an intruder.
He's with me,
she yelled. But in the chaos, a hidden camera in her office feed revealed the ex's location, a warehouse in Queens. Heart racing, Alex insisted on going with her team. I saved you once. I'm not stopping now. The confrontation was electric. In the dimly lit warehouse, her ex sneered, You think a nobody like him can protect you? But Alex, fueled by a protectiveness he'd only felt for Mia, disarmed the situation literally. Spotting a loose wire in the hacker's setup, he yanked it, crashing their systems just as police sirens wailed. Emily's ex was arrested, the threat neutralized. Back in the penthouse, dawn breaking over the skyline, she collapsed into Alex's arms. I was falling long before those stairs, she confessed, her voice raw. Falling for you. Their love blossomed amid the contrasts. Alex introduced her to greasy diner breakfasts and playground picnics, where Mia braided her hair and called her Aunt M at first, then just M. Emily showed him her world, private jets to weekend getaways in the Hamptons, where they whispered dreams under starlit skies. But suspense lingered. A tabloid leak threatened to expose their romance, painting Alex as a gold digger. Is this real? He asked one night, doubt creeping in as flashbulbs popped outside her building. The ultimate shock unfolded at a gala Emily hosted. Dressed in a tux she bought him, Alex felt out of place among moguls. Whispers followed. Who's the construction guy? Then, her ex's accomplice, released on bail, slipped in with a vengeance, spiking her drink in a bid for revenge. Alex noticed her swaying, the glass slipping from her hand. He caught her just in time, echoing that first save as security tackled the intruder. In the aftermath, on the rooftop under the city lights, Emily dropped to one knee, shocking him with a ring. Marry me, Alex. Not for my world, but for ours. He said yes, tears mixing with laughter. Mia became their flower girl in a quiet Central Park ceremony, the three of them forging a family from chaos. Emily stepped back from CEO duties, delegating to chase balance, while Alex's construction firm boomed with her investments. Their love wasn't a fairy tale. It was raw, tested by falls and rises, secrets and saves. In the end, as they watched Mia play in their blended home, a cozy brownstone with a view, they knew. Sometimes, the greatest fall is into someone's heart, and the best save is letting yourself be caught.